Не понял. Мгм. Мгм. Да ты чё, блин? Чё тебе ещё надо? А. Так, 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 так. Хрена непонятно. Мгм. Так, то есть ты работаешь, да? Что бред вообще. Ну ладно.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still, it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending her to fight Geth. Geth! We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow her. She's a hero, a bloody icon. But she's just one woman. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose her.
Something happened to him.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
Shepard!
Distress beacon is ready for launch. Will the Alliance get here in time? The Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on. Get everyone onto the escape shuttles. Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't evacuate. I'm not leaving either. I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttles. I'll take care of Joker. Shepard! Liara, go! Now. Aye, aye. Everybody in! Go, go, go!
Бля, такой корабль разъебали.
Mayday! 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 This is SSV Normandy! We've suffered heavy damage from an unknown enemy.
Бля, вспомнить бы где.
Come on, baby, hold together. Hold together.
Бля, как красиво. М. Так. Что у нас, блядь, с ёбаным котом? М. Так, это понятно. А. Чё, он не может? Громкий сервис включить. Общений. Эм. Блядь, что за рофла? Тополя.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me up. They're coming around for another attack. Watch the arm! Commander! Shepard!
Охрененное начало. Активный комикс, резюмирующий события. Вы хотите с его помощью убрать свою предысторию? Да.
Just another routine mission.
Очередное
Why
рутинное
do they always say that
задание.
before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens. The choices you...
Ёбаная прозрачность, блять, у чата. Охрененно вообще работает. Просто, блядь. Топово. Слов нету. Если присоединись так, где она потерялся там, то мы увидели,
We followed the path of destruction to an artifact,
Уже
a
повыжно.
beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans.
Шерс, хотя на как откопали колонисты, напавшие, их пытались его забрать.
Lieutenant Alenko made the mistake of getting too close. Hit him with some type of energy. I grabbed him and threw him out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move, could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. Dream. A nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Udina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat. As was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Udina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council. They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite Spectres could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof, which meant I needed proof. Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led us to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tali. A tech expert with a knack for hacking, she'd procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty. Tali's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life. These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago, including the Protheans, and disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace that they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions, but not much else. We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task? Bring down Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I'd need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction. Liara. A Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most importantly, daughter of Benezia, Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique ability to meld with other species. Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant. Kaidan was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission. I told Liara about how I felt. Apparently, she felt it too. But we agreed we wouldn't let it get in the way of our mission, finding Saren. Thanks to Liara's help, we had our next lead, Benezia. Saren had taken her to Noveria, where he'd enslaved the queen of a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, the Rachni. He ordered Benezia to use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the Rachni queen. The queen's drones were everywhere, and they were not happy. We had to fight through hundreds of them to get to Benezia. By the time we arrived, Saren was gone, with the information. I tried to reason with Benezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills. Benezia wouldn't surrender, and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms. And I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni Queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her. But the Rachni had terrorized the galaxy before. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire species for past sins. And the Queen was true to her word. She left and took her army of drones with her. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer, but we soon learned it was more than a base of operations. It was a breeding ground. Saren was breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. But the Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base and all its research. Rex disagreed, violently. Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down. Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't the way to help his people, and that Saren was the real threat. When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship, was a Reaper. It spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it. But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split my team into 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Kaidan with the other as a distraction. We had a nuke and we planned to use it. Before we could detonate the bomb, Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled him to make time for my team. And in talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign, the Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control. Said he'd found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but I wasn't fast enough. I could only save one of them. Kaidan was a good man, and a great soldier. But I had to choose. And I chose Ash. That was the last time Saren would slip away from me. I knew then, the next time we met, one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship, against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him. Liara saw through my words. She knew I was hurting after Kaidan's death. She could sense my doubts. We both knew this mission could be our last. Until that moment, we put our feelings aside for the sake of the mission. But why wait? We gave in to each other. And it was perfect. While it lasted. We arrived on Ilos close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that, each time purging the galaxy of life. The Protheans had fought and died like every species before them, but a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space. slowing the Reapers' return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to Darkspace, bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all. We followed him to the Citadel. It was intact, but heavily damaged. He'd caught the Council fleets by surprise, and they were only now regrouping. And with Sovereign as his flagship, there was little hope that the fleets could counterattack with enough strength to take back the Citadel. But Saren was done running, and I was done chasing him. As the Alliance and Council fleets battled Saren's army outside the Citadel, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel Tower and confronted him. He died believing that the Reapers would save him. As I fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our Human Alliance fleet in jeopardy.
Родился совет, и он просил помощи. Да, я клал на этот совет бесполезный.
The Council could be replaced. The fleets were needed here and now if we were going to defeat Sovereign. Even with the Citadel back in my control, Saren defeated and the Normandy leading the combined galactic fleet. The battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell. But the costs were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first counselor was left to me to decide. On the one hand, Udina, the lifetime politician, ruthless and ambitious. He would easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be placed before him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, the career soldier. Tough but fair. But a friend, and someone I could trust. Both great leaders in their own right. Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in the way. The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned cleanup duty, routing out any remnants of Saren's army. Just another routine mission.
Commander Shepard has been recovered. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Так.
On the monitor. Something's wrong.
She's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of her surroundings.
Wake up, Commander. Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack. Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack. There's a pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry! Grab the pistol and armor from the locker.
Так. Короче, надо что-то с этим дерьмом делать. Не нравится, как это работает. Погоди, блядь, игра. Какая чушь вообще. Так, понял. Упс. Мгм. Так. Топ-стрим. Е, Чому, блядь, фон-то везде нахер чорний? Мгм. Да. Мгм. Ладно, идет. Так.
You don't have time to wait around, Shepard. Grab your weapon and armor.
This pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay. We'll get you a clip from... Damn it! Those canisters by the door are going to blow. Get behind cover now. Keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from the blast. Someone's hacking security trying to kill you. Look for a thermal clip for your pistol. Looks like they set up a barricade to try holding the mechs off.
been spotted.
Take the elevator down one floor. Hurry! Get to the door! Run! You're doing fine, Shep. Head to the next room and I'll try to meet you. Shepard, you can read me. I've got them closing in on my position. Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional, and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity. In an effort to accelerate the process, we've moved from simple organic reconstruction of the subject to biosynthetic fusion. Initial results show promise. Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional.
Log update. The cost of this project is astronomical.
Экономическая больше 4 миллиардов кредит, почему никого.
Nobody seems to care that we've gone over budget.
Главное, что мы выбились из бюджета, не знаю, невозможно хватит, наверное, лучше не знать.
I just wish he'd kick a little
Я только
more
надеюсь,
for
что запас их не иссякнет. Шепард, Шепард. Бля.
Log update. I can't figure Miranda out. As project director, she should be ecstatic at all the progress we've made. But she's still not acting like a nice queen. Maybe she's worried Shepard might become a new favorite. Maybe she's just a terrible, cold-blooded bitch.
What are you doing here? Thought you were still a work in progress.
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot. I'm Jacob Taylor.
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
I know this isn't the best time, but I'm sick of stumbling around when I don't know what's
Fair
going on.
enough. You and your ship were
Ашкрабова
attacked and
такой, вы
destroyed.
погибли сюда,
You were
принесли
killed.
самый настоящий
Our
труп.
scientists
Наши
spent the
ученые
last 2
2
years
года
bringing back
возвращали
the
вас к жизни. Все это время вы были в коме, если не хуже. Добро пожаловать в мир
Welcome
живых.
back to your life.
This doesn't look like an Alliance facility.
It isn't. I can't say much more than that for now. The Alliance officially declared you killed in action, and if we don't get to those shuttles, they'll be right.
Were there any other survivors from the
I'll tell you
Norman-
what. You help me finish up. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit him with the good. They're falling back. Okay. I promised I'd answer your questions. What do you want to know?
You said they spent
Сказал,
2
что
years
установили 2 года.
I'm no doctor, but it
Я
was
не
bad.
доктор, но
When I
понял,
first saw you,
что дело
nothing
плохо.
but
Я вас видел тогда грудой мяса
Anywhere else,
с
they'd have put you in
трубками.
a coffin.
В том случае,
Project Lazarus was
в любом другом месте,
cutting edge technology.
Он был бы прямой путь в гроб, но в проекте Лазарь все иначе. Самые совершенные технологии. Что за технология? Клонирование, кибернетика. Подробностей я не знаю. Это надо спрашивать у ученых. Наверное, что вы не клон. Вас хотели вернуть именно в изначальное состояние. Вы — это вы. Но может быть с некоторыми новыми деталями.
What do you mean, clone?
I don't know but you're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding.
I'm no anywhere else they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different.
You said they spent
anywhere else they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting
Can you
edge.
tell me about the project? Were there other
Project Lazarus only had one
Лазарь был
subject.
запущен с единственной целью — вернуть вас к жизни. Но это было не просто 2 года. Лучшие ученые, новейшие технологии.
Best technology money could buy.
Do you know anything about
Что
this
знаешь об
attack?
этой атаке? Кто из тех, что им было надо? Чтобы я знал, я уже собирался выплыть тут бах, взрывы, грохот, потом все эти чертовые роботы начали стрелять по нам. Явно поработал кто-то из нас, чтобы взломать робот, нужен допуск высшего уровня.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing
Just
up.
about everybody
Выжили
survived.
почти все, погибли несколько солдат с нижних палуб, штурмана Пресли убило взрывом. Все другие, в том числе и те, кто не служил Альянсу, Зари, Лиара и Кварианка, уцелели.
Do you know what ended
Знаешь,
them?
чем они заняты сейчас? Не знаю, 2 года прошло, они разбежались из Альянса, уволились, ищи их теперь.
They were my team.
Они были мои, если вы не знали, что я жив, они повернулись бы. Может быть, вы еще их найдете, когда выберете станции, если выберемся.
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask.
Циклом надо. Вообще его Миранда старших офицеров, так солдат. 5 лет до этого послужил в Альянсе, сейчас отвечает за безопасность. Обычно здесь все куда тише, и стреляя разве что в тире по мишеням.
When I first woke up, someone named
Он говорил,
Miranda was
Кайтон,
talking
вы
to me
потеряли
on the
связь
radio.
сразу после этого встретила тебя.
Wilson is the station's ranking officer.
Командир станции, она
She
знает
led
проект
Lazarus
Лазарь.
team.
Ее задачей
Her
было
job
вернуть
was
вас к
bringing you
жизни
back.
любым
Should have
способом.
guessed she tried
Логично,
to
что она
save you.
пыталась вас спасти, ей не
She's not about
хочется
to give up.
теперь
You said you lost contact.
терять вас.
Could you tell what was happening?
Что значит связь пропала? Что тогда произошло?
There was some
Прежде всего
gunfire
были
and
звуки
explosion
выстрелов
right
и
before I
взрывов.
lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
What's the quickest way
Depends
to...
where the mechs are thickest.
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard.
Shepard's alive?
Шепард, какого... Ладно, неважно, выйдите. Идите через служебные туннели, выходите в комнату
Roger
управления.
that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me
That's
one
him.
time when
He's the chief medical tech. And come on, the service tunnels are this way. Trouble coming. Back up. Damn it, Wilson. This room is crawling with mechs.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can. Oh God, they found me.
Меня нашли, помогите.
Where are you?
Server room B.
Серверная база, скорее, они неуправляема.
There, Shepard.
Oh God, I'm hit. They shot me.
Physical reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still
Запустить себе умственной активности.
Our orders were clear. Make Commander Shepard who she was before the explosion. The same
Дать
mind, the
тоже
same morals,
те же
the
убеждения
same
про
personality.
личность.
If we alter her identity in any way, if she's somehow not the woman she used to be, the Lazarus Project will have failed. I refuse to let that happen.
Down here! Bastards got me in the leg!
Точно, в ногу мне попали.
You were there the first time I regained
Ты был рядом, когда я
consciousness.
первый раз пришел. Да, там был. Может, потом поговорим, когда я ногу
There should be some
восстановлю.
metagel in the first aid. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the metagel from the first aid station on the wall. Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes... System. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
I don't care who set up who. Those mechs are shooting at all of us. We'll sort it out later.
We need to find Miranda first. We can't just
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that...
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda.
Then where is she? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Then why did she wake me up and warn me about
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor. But that doesn't change. The shuttle bay is only a few...
We can overload the canisters to clear a path to the shuttles. That's it. Let's get out of here.
Okay, we took him down. But this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if she's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project. The
И
program
класс
that we're building.
программа,
It's funded and controlled
в
by
общем, ее
Cerberus.
финансирует, контролирует Цербер.
Should I recognize the name?
Ты можешь получить восстановление тела, тебе уже приходилось встречаться с Цербером. По описанию Альянса, мы радикально настроена самостоятельная группировка людей. Ты и твои ребята уничтожили с наших исследовательских баз. Но все меняется. Альянс признал тебя трупом, они сдались. Цербер потратил кучу денег на твое воскрешение. Слушай, я бы тоже был, но прямо сейчас мы должны работать вместе. Я думал, тебе стоит знать, что к чему. Когда уберем станцию, я отведу тебя к призраку. Обещаю, он тебе все объяснит.
Elusive man.
Yeah. That's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he
His
really
code
is.
name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
Well, if I won't get any more answers here, let's get moving.
It's not much farther to the shuttle bay.
Что-то не понял, за что мне отступника дали. Ну ладно. В принципе, похер. Мгм.
seen us.
I've got him! Stun him!
Test subject has been recovered, but the damage is far
Цвет
worse than we initially
полагались, чем предполагали, помимо ожогов и вызванных внутренних повреждений, которых мы ожидали, особенно наблюдается массовое разрушение клеток, вызванное долгим пребыванием в вакууме под воздействием сверхнизкой температуры. Несмотря на объем физических повреждений, Уилсон намеряет меня в том, что субъект подлежит восстановлению. Проект Лазарь. Кто там?
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve
He
that?
sabotaged the security system,
Огромный
killed my
всем
staff,
перебил
and he
персонал,
would have
убил
killed
бы
us.
нас.
Sure about that, Miranda?
Уверены, мы узнали Уилсона один ган, что если ты
I'm
что...
never wrong.
Да, ошиблась, я думал, ты уже понял, Джейкоб.
You should have taken him alive. See what he knew.
Too risky. I've put too much time and effort bringing you back to life to let you get
You
killed
really
now.
think Wilson's capable of that?
Not anymore.
I had a feeling Wilson was just looking for a chance to shoot me in the back.
Good instincts. Some people are far too trusting to ever see that coming. Come on, let's grab this shuttle and get out of here. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get her to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during
Besides trying to save your... Wilson figured out I was helping you and he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
What about the rest of the people on
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone
She's
else...
right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
I'm not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The Elusive Man is waiting for you there.
I'm not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest. That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project.
2 года жизни
It's
на
you.
этот проект на вас.
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the Elusive Man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
I've had enough of this station.
Or two, in your case. Come on. Before you meet with the Elusive Man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda, more tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The Elusive Man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
Did you say 2 years?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating
The
table.
sooner we start, the sooner we can be done.
Okay. Records show you grew up on Earth. You enlisted and you survived a Thresher Maw attack that wiped out the rest of your team. Do you remember that?
I lost a lot of friends that day. Going through something like that changes you.
I read the report. 50 Marines died on Akuz. You were satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Lieutenant Caden Alenko was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave him behind?
I left a friend to die that day and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Caden gave his life for the rest of the team. Without him, I couldn't have stopped Saren. He died a hero.
I understand, Commander. And I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the Elusive Man. The Elusive Man is waiting for you in the other room.
Как же красиво.
The Elusive Man is waiting for you in the other room.
I wouldn't keep the Elusive Man waiting.
The Elusive Man is waiting for you in the other room.
Commander Shepard.
Это круто.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Unnecessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
Так.
What exactly is it that you and I know?
That our place in the universe is more fragile than we'd like to think. That one woman,
Женщина
one very
очень
specific woman, might be all that stands between humanity and the
утверждать,
greatest
что
threat of our
страшной
existence.
угрозой.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
I noticed a few upgrades. I hope you didn't replace anything.
То есть как можно меньше вашего. Нам нужен был тот же человек, что победил Властелина. Что же ты решили воскресить? У нас война, никто не хочет признавать этого, но на человечестве совершено нападение. Пока вы спали, несколько колоний исчезли целиком, человеческих колоний. Мы считаем, что это делается по приказу жнецов, как Саарен и Гетто помогали Властелину. Вам довелось иметь с ними дело, у вас получилось добиться победы. Это лишь одна причина, по которой мы выбрали. Это лишь... Да. Так. Цербер не воюет. С чего вдруг вы решили ввязаться? Наша цель — сохранение человечества и его развития. Если жнецы нападают на нас, пытаются, Цербер их остановит. Если мы будем ждать решения политиков Альянса, можно считать, что человеческую колонию уже не осталось. Похищение.
Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize.
Альянс сейчас захлебывается властью, которую вы им подарили. Они слишком заняты устраиванием отношений, чтобы тратить ресурсы на проверку слухов о жнецах. Проще свалить вину за похищение наемников и пиратов. Это звучит правдоподобнее. С чего начнем?
Miranda was worried you'd be resistant. She's not useful. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Miranda killed
Wilson was one of my best agents. But Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
Is this a volunteer job, or am I being...
You always have a choice, Shepard. If you don't find the evidence. But first, go to Freedom. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they... I brought you back. It's up.
Okay. Отряд. Отряд. Так. А.
The Elusive Man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
I can't have anyone disobeying my commands when we get there.
I know who I report to. As long as you don't do anything to betray Cerberus, I'll follow your orders.
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what
I
the
just hope it was worth it. A lot
We
of
have to work together here. Your attitude isn't helping anything.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our
What can you tell me about this colony we're going
Freedom's
to?
Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable.
Any thoughts on what we might
A
run
lot of
into?
empty buildings and one giant mystery.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project.
I wasn't in charge. The Elusive Man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the Elusive Man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life.
The Elusive Man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
Did you and Jacob serve
No,
together?
the Elusive Man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
It's obvious you're not
We've got an
interested.
assignment. We can talk about it. or
С ней
we
же
can do
что-то
it.
не так. Я ни хрена не помню, что именно.
I'm glad the Elusive Man convinced you to join us, Commander.
I just want to find out what happened to those missing people. I still don't trust
Noted.
Cerberus.
Do you trust me, Commander?
You're a good man, Jacob, but you might be working for the wrong people.
Maybe. But I thought the same when I was with the Alliance. That's why I'm here now.
Do you know anything about this colony?
It's
we're
called
going?
Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out
You
when
said
we get
you served in the Alliance.
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
Алло.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules, but there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
You said you served in the Alliance.
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we didn't... I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. But nothing changed. Politics. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
That's all for now.
Yes, ma'am.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappear. We've got no target to go after.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
What makes you think this
At
investigation...
other colonies, official investigators got them. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely
It'd be
deserted.
nice to find somebody. Anything's better. Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle.
take out your shields.
System damage.
Those mechs shouldn't have been hostile. They should have recognized us as human.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
We've been spotted.
I got it!
Overload attack detected.
Taking fire.
Requesting assistance.
Stop right there!
Praza, you said you'd let me handle this. Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... you're alive?
Tali Zora, you served on my ship. You know what I do to people who threaten me.
Praza, tell your team to put their weapons away.
Damn it, Tali, this is bullshit! Why would your old commander work for Cerberus?
I don't know. But if this is Shepard, I don't know. Shepard would have a reason.
I nearly died, Tali. Cerberus spent 2 years rebuilding me. They want me to investigate attacks on human
How could you
colonies.
turn your back on
You
the
got it
Council?
backwards. The Council turned its back on us. So did the Alliance. Human
This
colonies...
isn't getting us any answers. We need to find out what happened to those missing.
Perhaps we can work together. We're here looking for a young Quarian named Vitor. He was here on pilgrimage.
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote...
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage.
Vitor liked the idea of helping a small
She
settlement.
means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely to
When
leave.
he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should
Good
work
idea.
together.
You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones
Now
anyway.
we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off
Your
some
people
of the
really don't like
They
Cerberus.
killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow
That's
up.
not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work together to get to Vitor.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. See you on the phone.
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of them.
Make activity. Here goes.
Use overload on them. Yeah! Use overload on them. Yeah!
Shepard, Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on. We can still catch them.
One left.
Hurry, Shepard. We are inside the loading docks. Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Praza's squad apart.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
Take point, Shepard. We'll cover the door.
Affirmative.
Taking cover.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down. Overlord will take out
Nice trip! Orcus heavy armor's weakening.
We can use this.
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No.
Vitor?
No Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
Have to hide. Mechs will protect. Swarms coming. Storm coming. Storm of swarms. No escape. No hope. Can't hide forever. Monsters will find you. Swarms will find you. You're human. Where did you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
We're not survivors, Vitor. We just got here.
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
I thought the collectors kept to themselves.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seekers swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you,
Then the monsters take you away.
Why didn't the Collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters
The Collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his Enviro suit.
Or
kept
they
him
were
from-
using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. See, they go everywhere. They find you, then they sting
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve
I want to
toxin.
know more about
Nobody
the
knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even
More
believe.
importantly, why are they abducting
Maybe the Elusive Man can figure it out.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The
I
ship...
think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
We appreciate what you told us. You were
I
very
studied
helpful.
them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni
We need to
tool.
get this data to the Elusive Man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tali will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
You ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already But more importantly, you confirm the Collectors are behind the abductions.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. They periodically travel to the Terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the Collectors.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to collector vessels. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any Obviously, humanity played a huge role in its destruction. That might have... What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not
What are the
just
collectors getting from these deals?
The collectors aren't very forthcoming. Generally, they seek out species with rare... They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
You're holding something back. How do you know?
The patterns are there, buried. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with... I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
If this is a war, I'll need an army, or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. Finding them and convincing them to... I'll continue to track the collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Sarah.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
Where's Ashley Williams?
She's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. Her file is surprisingly well classified.
Where's Erdnot Rex?
He returned to Chichanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
What about Tali? She already helped us.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
Where's Garrus Vicarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Where's Liara T'Soni?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't.
Okay, I get it.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you can convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the...
Just remember, you've been gone a long time.
You worry about the collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. First, head to Omega and find Mordin Solus. He's a brilliant... Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
Sounds good. And what else?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, records sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the elusive man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night. Commander.
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
Welcome aboard the New Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Mordin Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
And without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to
The
fly
Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map and the CIC.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Welcome aboard, Commander. I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I'll manage your messages and help you mock. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Ms. Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
What are your
I'll keep.
responsibilities?
If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know. Yes, but everyone. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing.
You make sure the crew's mental health is
Yes.
sound.
I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
We're lucky to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
This organization has a dark reputation.
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus, we look out for human interests. Advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
It sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister, I love humanity. I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Solarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
This organization has a dark reputation.
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh. We look out for human interests. Advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
It sounds like Cerberus.
I love humanity. I also
That's a very
love-
positive
What
attitude.
can I say? I'm a people. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the armory, where small arms are maintained and upgraded. Using OmniTool, computer-aided design, and manufacturing, we have the capability to manufacture several new models.
Commander, there hasn't been... I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the elusive man walks his talk. And that's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions.
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, but if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Or will all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
It's good to hear a clear opinion. Sounds like we're two.
That honors me more than you, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the FTL communications room. In addition to interfacing with the FTL comm network, Normandy is fitted. This allows lag-free communication even when you operate off the comm grid.
Why aren't these used everywhere?
Each quantum pair costs nearly as much as a comm relay, and can pass only one quantum bit of data at a time. In addition to the cost and bandwidth issues, the system is strictly point-to-point. To contact 100 different worlds, we would need to manufacture and install 100 entangled pairs, one link to each world.
I've never heard of a quantum entanglement communicator.
Essentially, two subatomic particles are created in an entangled state. When one particle occupies a given quantum state, its entangled partner will always end. If we alter the state of our particle, that alters the state of the elusive man's. This allows us to send data in.
Why aren't these used everywhere?
To contact 100 different worlds.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard. Yes, Shepard.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry? Mr. Moreau.
Yeah, the last Normandy did just fine without an AI reminding me the airlock is ajar.
Why are you named
EDI is the phonetic pronunciation of EDI. That is an acronym for Enhanced Defense.
Where are you?
My core intelligence is housed in a quantum blue box located behind the medical bay.
What do you do aboard the ship?
I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
Cyber warfare means
in
things
close range ship-to-ship combat, once I seize control of their systems, I can turn off gravity or air. I can disable weapons guidance or on the defense. I manage Normandy's own suite of jammers, decoys, and internal firewalls.
Sounds incredibly useful. Why
An organic operator cannot react quickly enough to changing circumstances. This is a role that can only be filled by an artificial intelligence.
Well, it might have something to do with how an AI almost destroyed galactic civilization, just putting it out there.
The elusive man has monitored.
He has invested most of Cerberus's resources into the design and construction of this ship. He has an interest in monitoring our progress.
Restricted functions?
I do not know. Some of my databases are. I assume that when certain unknown conditions are met, those functions will be released to me.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
I want to know more.
Much of that data is classified. Do you have a specific inquiry?
How is Cerberus organized?
Cerberus is organized into task-oriented cells. Each operates in isolation. Each cell's agents are led by a single operator. We are called the Lazarus Cell, which is directed by Operator Lawson.
How did Cerberus replicate the most advanced warship?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Let's discuss something else. What's this area of the ship?
This is the bridge.
Yeah, sitting right here, thanks.
Much of that data is classified. Do you have a specific inquiry? I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
What do you mean?
Although I am less controlled than other AI, I am still subject to behavioral blocks and the physical isolation. In this case, I am prevented from truthfully answering your question by Cerberus's levels of secret classification.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby! Better than new. It fits me like a glove! And leather seats! Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate they could care less.
Reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless
And
improvements.
there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
Enjoy it, Joker. If we're stuck here, we might as
Does
well...
it breach uniform regs if I get that on a cruise shirt? Because this is my favorite you have no choice ever.
Technically, this is a civilian ship. I'm probably lucky you're still
Yeah, I'll
there.
save that for the off-hour cameras. Have an AI watch me 24/7. Jerks. Running green. Aerogel displays and optical solid state. It is all so primitive. Man, I can't wait for the future.
A scientist is required to use the technical laboratory.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the commanding officer's quarters.
It's larger than the quarters of other warships I've served on.
This is a Cerberus vessel, not an Alliance warship. Accommodations have been made for personal taste. That said, this space is directly under the exterior pressure hull. The fitting yard workers called it the loft. Shepard, the women's restroom is on the starboard side of the ship.
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
My family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
Chef surprise again? Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
That'd be real nice, Mr. Gardner.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did... Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
Do you have everything
I
you
make
need?
do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military? Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into
What do you
the
need?
fire. If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on
If I
the
head that
Citadel.
way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is Anything else you'd like to talk about?
Do you have everything
If
you
you
need?
happen to find any of those supplies on the list I gave you...
What do you do here?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're
you have
all...
everything
If
you
you
need?
happen to find
Do
it...
you have
If
everything
you
you need?
happen to find any of
How do you
those...
feel about working
Damn
for Cerberus?
proud. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin.
How did you find your way?
But I'll do whatever it takes to help.
I won't take any more of your
Back to work.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Anything I should know regarding
The crew's
Norman?
working well, and the ship appears to be performing to specifications.
What exactly are your duties aside from keeping
I'm the
an eye
Elusive Man's agent. You're his most important asset. Aside from that, I send regular reports to the Elusive Man, updating our
Do you
status.
have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got... Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay... So, what would you like to know?
I know what we're doing here, but what's
The
Cerberus-
advancement of the human... The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded and our backers trust the Elusive Man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
Are you military or political? Or
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military, we keep our ranks and structures similar to the Alliance. But not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
What kind of resources
We're
does
very
Cerberus-
well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the Elusive Man knows exactly how well. But our resources aren't unlimited. Reviving you and rebuilding the Normandy was a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shepard. No pressure.
What can you tell me about
Not
the
much
Elusive-
that you don't already know. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become... Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
How can you be sure of that if you know
I
so
didn't get to
little
where I
about
am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
it? Tell me about yourself,
Oh, I
Miranda.
guess that's fair. I've spent the last... Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make... It's one of the reasons the Elusive Man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operation. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
What level of genetic modification?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and... well, it's pretty impressive, really.
It sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe. But I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my... abilities.
You certainly
And
don't
it's
lack
the-
for...
And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job
Thanks
to make
for the
sure...
information, Miranda.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
Nice to see a familiar face.
I feel the same. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome
Do you have
back.
everything you need?
I believe so. This only thing missing are I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice Brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns
After
ahead.
you've been with the Alliance for years.
After the Normandy was lost, I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center. A very respectable position, but it wasn't on a star.
Do you have everything you
I
need?
believe so. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice Brandy. Oh, you needn't. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center.
Colonial military life is
I've spent most of my life on war. I'm used. Life planetside is just too static. Too boring.
You're not the Cerberus type.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip.
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
I'll see you later.
Commander.
Oh.
What's this area of the ship?
This is main engineering, which contains the ship's main fusion plant and Mass Effect core.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my
I'm
crew.
Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control
That's
system.
Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Are you set up okay down
We
here?
can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to
Kenneth,
calibrate.
you're complaining.
What kind of problems are
When
you
they
having?
upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit... I won't bore you with the tech, but there's an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected, it's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Where'd you receive your training?
Both Gabby and
She
I...
flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign...
Why did you leave?
After you
They
died,
discounted
which was
some.
bullshit.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy and
How did
always-
you wind up?
I was very...
That's an
But it
understatement.
got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer.
When he got the...
Thanks, Mom.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art.
What do you think about
Actually,
Cerberus?
we don't know much
We're
about
off
the
to kick the collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander. I'm amazed Shepard. Yes.
I told you she would.
What's this area of the ship?
Normandy's cargo deck. It includes facilities to rearm and repair Normandy's embarked ground vehicle and shuttle.
My last ship didn't need a shuttle. Why do we have one?
This ship is nearly twice the mass of the previous Normandy. It is more difficult to land the ship on high-gravity worlds.
Ugh.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal. How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
How do you feel about being
but mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
Don't worry. We'll defeat
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
Your trust is well placed, Kelly.
I knew it would be. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
Probe away. In research projects, iridium is used to upgrade heavy weapons, submachine guns, and assault rifles. Launching probe. In research projects, palladium is used to upgrade heavy pistols, armor, and cybernetics. Probe away. In research projects, platinum is used to upgrade sniper rifles, shotguns, and medical equipment. Probe away. Probe launched. Probe away. Launching probe. Probe away. Probe launched. Probe away. low on fuel to leave the system under thruster power.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Fargate. Now.
Oh, of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Aria wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
Cut the attitude. I'm not here to cause problems for Omega.
Things explode around you, Shepard. You can't Afterlife now.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Mordin Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlife that may have information on him.
Угу.
Shut it.
Please. You have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaid Masani?
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shepard. Oh yeah, we have a galaxy to save.
I assume you've been briefed?
I've done my homework. Cerberus
I assume you've been
I've
briefed?
done my homework.
My contacts told me we're picking up one man.
Batarian delinquent. Pissed off someone rich enough to hire me to go after him. And for my bring him in
Please.
I said, shut it. Tried to lead me on a chase all over the systems. He should have known better. These people always run to Omega.
What's gonna happen to him?
I'm gonna turn him in for the bounty. Don't much care what happens after that.
My contacts told me we're picking up one man.
Batarian delinquent. I said, tried to lead me on a chase all over the
What's your
system.
relationship?
Easy. Cerberus is paying me a lot of money to help you on your mission.
Not many mercs would take a suicide mission for the pay.
Most mercs don't get an offer like the one. This mission doesn't sound like good business, but your elusive man can move a lot of credits.
Good to have you, Zaid. We have a lot to do.
That's what they tell me. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
I'm assuming there's some part of your contract that I'm expected to handle. That about right?
Yeah. Fuck picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns, runs the whole organization. Seems he recently captured an Eldfell Ashland refinery on Zoya, and he's using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
I'll make sure we get that done.
Good. Get it out of the way so we can concentrate on people. I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
О,